Hey, this is Suzie from Nail Career Education, and I've got Griselda here today, and we're gonna work on doing Christmas nails. I'm really in love with the movie Frozen this year, and it's inspired me with these new colors. So we're gonna start with a calligraphy, and this is also an airbrush paint. And you can just use a tiny little paintbrush, really, really tiny, and this is your airbrush paint. I need some glasses for this close work. Okay, here we go. Now these are already polished with my polishes. They're already polished and already dried just to save some time. You do want them dry before you start painting. And you just put them wherever you would put a Christmas ball on a real tree. Okay, the next design is we're gonna do candy cane using tape. So I'm gonna use red and green. And for this, I'm gonna take my polish. I'm gonna have the finger up a little bit so you can put the tape and drape it across. If it's on the table, you can't do that draping thing. So depending on how you like your candy canes, get a trusty pair of scissors and do cut them a little bit shy of the edge of the person's nail. Oh, and when you cut the tape, make sure it's always sticking up because it's really hard to find. It's worse than Scotch tape because it's so tiny. And then just cut it real tight. And you can just press it in. These little tapes will follow you everywhere. And depending on what kind of design you want for a candy cane, you can put it a little bit further away. Some candy canes are just red and white. Some have a little bit of green. We're gonna put a little bit of green in with it too, just to show the difference, cut different colors. And again, you'll have leaves everywhere. I found them on the cat once. When you do the snowflakes, you can just paint them straight on with your calligraphy pen or paintbrush and stuff, but sometimes buffing the surface a little bit just gives it a bit more texture, be able to, so the calligraphy pen doesn't slide around like an ice rink. Again, these are fully dried. You can do this on gel too. Just make sure you buff it just slightly to have some little bit of a grit. Now we're gonna do the snowflakes. These are so cute. I love the calligraphy pen. It's so fluid. It's so smooth. So now I've painted my snowflake on, and now I'm gonna put the little dots with the dotting tool. So I'm gonna pick the small dotting tool, and I'm gonna use the airbrush ink, the same ink that I use for the calligraphy. I'm gonna put a little bit of snowdrops around it. Here we go, snowflakes. I'm gonna use tape on this, but it's gonna be a reverse method. I'm actually using the tape as a mask. But I'm gonna buff it up again a little bit, remember? Just to give it a little bit of grit so the stuff will stick to it. My least favorite color is red because I'm gonna throw this tape away, so I'm gonna use the red tape. Get that little tiny paintbrush, and we are going to paint the snowflakes on. To do the tip of the snowflake, I find the paintbrushes you really can't get a nice clean point. So I'm just going to paint in part of the snowflake up to the tips. always the moment of truth. Will this work out? Cool, worked out. Okay, get rid of all these scraggly things. You'll find them forever. Okay, now I'm just gonna add some dots again to create a little bit more of the snowflake. Okay, there you have it. A bit different than just your traditional red and green, and just utilizing some of the beautiful blues and stuff that we have out. It's really pretty.